Major retailers prefer oranges to Apple. The NSA knocks on your back door, and LedgerX takes Bitcoin legit. Today is Monday, October 27, 2014, and the price of Bitcoin is at about $350. I'm Seamus Calder, and here's what's happening today in money and tech. So who's excited for Apple Pay? Apple's new NFC-based mobile payments app, which debuted alongside the iPhone 6 and the game-changing Apple Watch, and has just been released last week. Well, apparently not many major retailers are excited. As we've previously reported, U.S. major sources of life, Walmart, Target, Best Buy, Home Depot, and many others have announced that they have no intentions of installing the technology required to make Apple Pay work in their stores. And announced today, major U.S. pharmacies Rite Aid and CVS have taken the initiative and disabled the technology in their stores. While neither company was named as a retailer that would be adopting Apple Pay in the technology's initial announcement, they had been using Apple Pay prior to this announcement. And it has to be considered a major blow for these retailers to publicly denounce the technology, considering Rite Aid alone has over 7,000 stores in the country. CVS and Rite Aid are part of a consortium of retailers known as the Merchant Customer Exchange, along with the aforementioned Walmart, Best Buy, Target, and others, which has been working on its own mobile payment system called Currency. Currency is still in testing at select stores around the country with an expected release date sometime next year. The NSA has approved Samsung phones and tablets to store classified documents as long as they are equipped with Knox, Samsung's mobile security solution. This makes Samsung devices the first publicly available products to be approved by the organization. As Samsung Mobile Division President JK Shin says, the inclusion of Samsung mobile devices on the NSA's Commercial Solutions for Classified Program Components list proves the unmatched security of Samsung Galaxy devices supported by the Knox platform. The Knox system is easy to set up, requiring a PIN and a password, which is then stored on the device being used. To prevent additional security vulnerabilities, Knox also offers a special container for secured apps that are separated from the user's private apps and data. In light of this story, some are expressing their inhibitions towards the NSA. The NSA is rumored to have been working towards leaving holes in the security systems of credit cards, cell phones, and personal computers so that they can access any data they want whenever they want. As stated on the philosophy and math group blog, the N Category Cafe, the NSA's 2013 budget request asked for funding to insert vulnerabilities into commercial encryption systems. Many people now know the story of the dual elliptic curve pseudo-random number generator used for online encryption, which the NSA aggressively and successfully pushed to become the industry standard, and which has weaknesses that are widely agreed by experts to be a backdoor. These backdoors certainly leave the digital currency and cryptocurrency realms particularly vulnerable, as they are oftentimes based on open source code that is easily accessible. New York-based Bitcoin startup LedgerX has emerged onto the scene in a big way, announcing their acquisition of venture funding from Google Ventures, Lightspeed Venture Partners, and a host of others. LedgerX has also managed to bring several big financial industry names onto its board of directors. Most impressive, though, LedgerX has submitted application to the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission, hoping to become the U.S.'s first fully regulated Bitcoin futures exchange. The company, which opened its doors earlier this year, hopes that a U.S.-based, U.S.-regulated futures exchange could hamper some of the financial community's concern with Bitcoin's well-known volatility, as well as allow companies already invested in the space the ability to hedge their bets. As James Newsome, former chairman of the CFTC and current board of directors member with LedgerX, states, it's no different than with corn farmers. They've got all this corn, the grain markets have been volatile, they could enter into hedging contracts knowing exactly what it's worth and not worrying about volatility. Independent Reserve, a Bitcoin exchange based out of Sydney, Australia, is making customers happy by avoiding a goods and service tax, otherwise known as GST. The tax has caused previous Australian exchanges to close their doors prematurely, but IR's platform has proven to be relatively different. The company serves as a meeting grounds for other buyers and sellers of Bitcoin, but IR does not actually sell the digital currency itself. They are therefore not required to collect GST and can avoid charging it to their users. As IR advisory board member Michael Goh states, Bitcoin is an important form of payment for millions of people now. With very significant companies like Dell accepting them as payment, prices shown on Bloomberg terminals, and Bitcoin ATMs opening every week, it's really positive to see the ongoing legitimization of the Bitcoin environment and its operators. A private hospital in Warsaw, Poland has become the first of its kind to accept Bitcoin. The hospital is run by the Medicover Group, which is likely to expand its Bitcoin acceptance to the remainder of its facilities if things run smoothly on its Warsaw grounds. Medicover currently treats approximately 8,000 international patients every year. The hospital is currently looking into setting up Bitcoin ATMs to make things easier for patients, and the staff has converted every item on the International Diagnosis Resource Grouping price list to Bitcoin for easy reference. As always, you can find more information on today's news stories at moneyandtech.com. I'm Seamus Calder, and thanks for watching Money and Tech's Daily News Update.